Call of Duty points are now in Infinite Warfare. If you want the best way to get free Call of Duty points, click the link down in the description, install the app, and start getting yourself some free Call of Duty points today. Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin, and welcome back to another Call of Duty Black Ops 3 video. Now, a lot of people have been requesting, they still want tips, they still want tricks, best class setups for Call of Duty Black Ops 3, and this game is still a super popular game, despite Infinite Warfare, of course, being the newest one. I am so down, and I absolutely love Black Ops 3, and I want to make more videos on it. So if you guys want to see more videos, more updated class setups, 2017 Black Ops 3 videos, please show me some love on this thing, guys. Smack that like button. Let's go for 1,500 likes on this video, and leave in the comment section down below what sort of stuff you guys want to see. If you guys want to see a lot more Black Ops 3, because I am really down to do that. Today's video, we're going to be talking about an updated top 5 guns in order in Black Ops 3 in 2017. Should be pretty fun, and I'm very excited. Let's get right into it here. So we're going to go in order. So it's going to go from 5th, and then we're going to count down 4th, 3, 2, 1 in order of the best guns in Black Ops 3 right now in 2017. Of course, in my opinion, this game is a really fun game. There's a lot of great guns in it. Number 5, we're going to go with the Man of War. Now, this is the Man of War. You guys can see the gameplay. I'm going to have gameplay for each of these weapons. This thing is going to be number 5 on the top 5 guns because it's a standard assault rifle that is steady and is going to win you pretty much every single gunfight where you're supposed to win. It's a consistent, steady assault rifle at long range, and it's something that is a powerhouse. Now, its issues are that, you know, it was nerfed quite a while ago. It's got a slower reload nowadays. It's got a bit slower fire rate, I think, but this thing is still the monster that's going to melt people in a couple of bullets, and you won't really have to worry about recoil. This is a gun you can always trust with, and if you have problems with that reload time, of course, there's ways to fix that, and the aim down sight time is another thing that was nerfed. I think that was the last actual nerfs they did to it. However, I always just run quick draw on this thing. You can run fast mags on it, you can run extended mags on it, and fix those problems very easily. Even if you don't want to run those, this gun is still an absolute monster and something that I recommend for most situations. If you want an assault rifle that's a fully automatic and something that is going to be consistent, where you don't have to worry about recoil, where you don't have to worry about missing shots, where you don't have to worry about getting outgunned by other people with better weapons, this Man of War is the weapon for you. It's always been one of my favorite automatic guns in this game. The only reason why I don't think it's like the best in the game is because it's a bit slower with the fire rate. And of course, with the aiming down sights and with the reload time, it's just a bit slower model compared to a few of the other guns, which I'm going to be talking about on this list. But the thing that makes up for that is how consistent and just how powerful it is. It feels like you're literally shooting rockets at the people because of how fast they are dying with this thing. And I absolutely love it with an ELO scope. I personally don't like the default sight that much. I rock this thing with an ELO scope. However, you know, that's all up to you guys, and I'm going to do more classes up soon probably, but that's just my personal preference, and that's what I love about this gun. Coming in at number 4 is going to be an SMG, and that is going to be the Kuda SMG. Now, this game has traditionally had a lot of different changes with SMGs. The Pharaoh was at one point the best SMG, the VMP, the Vesper, the Kuda, debatably one of the best SMGs. In my opinion, it's always been Kuda, Vesper, VMP, and right now, I think the Kuda is the number 4th best gun in the game because this thing is awesome. I just love it. It melts people. It's consistent. It kind of is like the Man of War in SMG form, because it's something that is just good in every single category. Your Kuda is going to be good with hipfire. Your Kuda is going to be good at long range. Your Kuda is going to be good at close range, of course, where SMGs are designed for. And it's a gun that you can also trust with. I'm running it with the ELO sight today when I got this gameplay, but this thing has a really nice iron sights on it, and this is basically the MP5 of Black Ops 3, a very good gun and one that you can always rely on. Now, there's a big debate with everyone with the SMGs, like I said. Right now, I think the Kuda is the second best SMG. You guys will obviously see what I think is the first one later in this video, because that's going to be higher up on the list. And I put this thing above the Vesper just because a lot of these maps and with the movement system of this game, it's kind of hard to get people at close range. Of course, on certain maps like Aquarium, like Nuketown, it's very easy to get people at close ranges and stuck in doorways, where the Vesper does really good. But you really want overall guns. With the Vesper, you see someone at a long range, you just have no hope of killing them at all. When with the Kuda, it's pretty easy shots, especially if you tap with it. Of course, the Vesper is going to be your best, pretty much the best gun in the game, other than a shotgun at close range, but its downfalls are what make me put the Kuda, the more consistent Kuda, above it in the top guns. Coming in at the number 3 spot for the top guns right now in 2017 is going to be the KN-44 assault rifle. Now, I absolutely love this gun. I always have, and it's always been my go-to rushing assault rifle. It's been between this and the HVK, but I just think this outclasses it completely. What I like to run on this thing is I like to run stock, I like to run quick draw, and I like to run fast mags. Now, the reason why I run those is because it turns this gun from a consistent medium range assault rifle into something that, with those specific attachments on it and the right perk setup, you can turn this thing into a rushing machine, and it is probably one of my favorite guns to use on Nuketown or on a map like Breach. You know, those smaller maps, that is where you're going to want to pick the KN-44 over the Man of War, because it's just a lot more, like I said, the Man of War is a slowed down version, consistent version of the assault rifle. This is also a consistent version. It's not as good at long range as the Man of War, but at close range it'll completely outclass it. And you guys can see, if you're rushing with this thing, you can absolutely be melting people, and it kind of reminds me of like the AK-47 of Black Ops 3. That's what I would compare it to if I had to compare it to a gun from other Call of Duty games. It's definitely better than the Volk, which is sort of the AK-47 of Infinite Warfare. This gun is something that, if you like to rush but you don't really mess with the SMGs, you're going to want to be playing with this gun, because it doesn't get any better. And like I said, those attachments are key to, if you watch the gameplay, look how fast I'm reloading, look how fast I'm aiming down sights, look how fast I'm moving. It looks like I'm spazzing out in their spawn, because I'm using those proper attachments to speed this up and to use this gun and this class it up to its strengths. Coming in at the number 2 best gun of the game is going to be the M8A7. Now, the reason why this is number 2 is because it's really tight between these number 1 and these number 2 spots. The M8A7 is something that is just a monster. I got this gameplay today, hopped on with it. It's somewhere where you can run just 2 attachments, either stock and quick draw or stock and long barrel, and you can get consistent 1 burst. Of course, this gun sucks at close range. It's a terrible hip fire. It's a 4-round burst. It's supposed to be for long range. It's supposed to be played how I play it right here. I'm posting up on a head glitch in the middle of the map and just picking people off at range, because it's dead accurate and a melt machine. However, at close range, how I adapt to that is, like I said, playing to the strengths and the weaknesses of your class setup and of your guns. I run the RK5, which is probably the best pistol at close range, to help balance that out. Then I've got the full-on burst class set up if I need long range shots. M8A7, it's going to be a 1 to a 2 burst every single time. If it's a 3 burst, it's because those bursts weren't accurate, you were missing your shots. And then, of course, I like to run with the RK5, which will just destroy people at close range, because that's a 3-round burst pistol, which have always traditionally been good in Call of Duty games, especially in Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. Those ones had some really, I think it was called the B23R in Black Ops 2, and of course Black Ops 3 with the RK5, really strong guns, and that's why I put this at number 2. But the first gun, the number 1 on this list, is going to be an SMG. So if you're an assault rifle player, of course your top guns are going to be different than an SMG player's top guns. However, I'm just putting these overall. I'm someone that likes to use all sorts of different class setups. M8 is going to be your best if you are a deadly accurate assault rifle shooter, and if you want a more rush class setup, a more rushing gun, number 1 is going to be your best, and that's going to be the VMP. Now, the reason why I put this at number 1 is because it's just one of the most overpowered SMGs in any Call of Duty ever. It's something that can destroy people at close range like an SMG should, but at medium range and even at long range, it's still very, very good and very consistent, and that's why this thing is a monster. I love the sight on it. I love how much you have extended. You have like quite a few bullets in each magazine. I think you have 40 bullets, and you can run extended mags. You can get 56, fast reload time, fast aim down sight time, fast fire rate, but also very good recoil control. And this gun is something that it doesn't even really matter your perk setup or your attachment setup, because the gun is so damn good. How I like to run it, though, is with grip and quick draw, and then your third one is up to your personal preference. You can run it with extended mags, with fast mags, with silencer. It doesn't even matter once you have that core grip and quick draw, which is going to be core for pretty much any SMG. For SMG class ups, my core is grip and quick draw. For assault rifles, it's stock and quick draw. And then, of course, the third third one, or if you only want to run 2, that's all up to personal preference. But like I said, the VMP is the best gun in the game. Of course, for SMG players, but it just destroys assault rifle players even at medium range, and it's something that is an absolute monster. And even through the nerfs and the buffs and the little tweaks they've been doing all throughout the life cycle of Black Ops 3, it's always remained as the top SMG, I think, except for a little portion there where the Vesper was the best, but that got quickly nerfed back down. This gun is a monster. If you just want a gun that's going to outclass every other gun, no matter what your setup is with it, this is the one for you. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys could, drop a like on this thing. Like I said, 1,500 likes is the goal. If you guys made it to the end of the video, smack that like button. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you guys want more Black Ops 3. Sub for a cookie and don't lookie, and I'm out. Peace.